All right, Shalom. First thing and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahahawadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone as well. Peace and blessing to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. Shalom, Barakatham. And homelessness is up 30%. That's just from what they can measure. All right, this past year. Okay, now we know that these numbers, they lag a little bit behind, and more than likely that trend has increased, and it will continue to increase. And ultimately, 2025 is about to be a bad year for a lot of people, man. Okay, you know, brothers need to get into a space of where you're circumspect. You know, we're not telling you to go out and you know, get overly carnal in your preparations for the time of trouble to come, but be circumspect in your mind, fortify your mind. You know, the scriptures say, put off the weak nature, let go of mortal thoughts, and put off the weak nature. And that's going to be needed because a lot of these women, a lot of you have baby mothers that are bitter, okay, that are hurt, that have your seed maybe, and they're gonna be hurt, man. You know, we've already gotten wind in the spirit that when women are going back to these courts, these judges for more money and child support, well, this is gonna be a year where a lot of people are gonna get hungry. Okay, if 30% homelessness is going up, Esau ain't doing a goddamn thing about it, and nor can he. Okay, the only thing he can do at this point is really replace the current system. That's all he can do. Okay, there's no paying back $36 trillion of debt, because most of that money is money that never existed to begin with, and you spent money that didn't exist. Okay, you know, so there is no putting this proverbial toothpaste back into the tube. All right, and all of you guys that got excited about DJ Trump, we're gonna see what he does, man. We're gonna see which direction this thing goes, because he's talking about he's gonna become the Bitcoin president. All right, but what he's not telling you is that Bitcoin is another. Like, I like the guy Peter Schiff, which he's an Amalekite, who I listen to sometimes. He has a really good mind. He might be a Jake actually. Peter Schiff, he'll break it down and tell you, all right, this Bitcoin is all fool's gold, man. Why is it? Because it relies on what? Something else that you don't control. When you have a gold coin in your hand, you have the gold coin, okay? Now, we know the rule of autonomy and wealth is you have as much as you can protect. So as long as you have that gold in a spot where you can get to it, as long as you have the physical capability to defend it and protect yourself, you have that money. Now, what we did over the years, America did over the years, is transfer this power of holding wealth in the form of gold or silver or other precious metals into the bank for us. All right, they put it behind a big vault where it's very hard to get to, so we didn't have to worry about protecting, you know, the gold and things of that nature. All right, but what has he done over the course of a period of time? He's convinced you, hey, the banks are safe, you know, and then what did he do? It's like, you didn't even got to see the gold. You ain't got to see it. It's back there. Here's a note that represents it. All right, then he got you to start trading that around, and then he told you, well, we don't need to back it by gold or anything. You know, we can just do that. You know, we can just you know, go on a fiat currency route. And then he removed the paper value of it and started making everything digital, so you can see the robbery of wealth that's going on here. Okay, and Bitcoin is just another version of it. It's like another bank, because when all hell breaks loose and there's a power outage, you cannot trade Bitcoin without electricity, man. Okay, you are not in control of the encryption in your wallet or your phone. Okay, so it's not really an asset that is going to hold anything up, and the market will reveal that in due time, if it does at all, you know. And this is what Trump is preaching, okay? And most people use Bitcoin as an investment tool. They do not use it as a currency. They They say it's a currency, but most people trade it like a stock. They don't use it to most people don't buy things and sell things with Bitcoin. Okay. So you gotta remember, you know what this devil is all about, man. He's all about telling you things on a smooth, peaceable front, but really he's planning what? Violence, you know, violence and robbery. That's what his plans are, you know. And so, you know, the scriptures speak about the time of trouble, man, and how the Lord was going to make a man more precious than fine gold. Right, how is he going to do that? Okay, because there ain't going to be no goddamn gold out here in the streets. That's one reason to make the value of something go up is scarcity. Okay, you know, you have 100 copies of something, and then they all worth $1 each, and then you destroy 99 other copies. Well, guess what? That one that you're holding is now worth $1 to $100 now. You know, because you've made more scarcity, man. That's what the Lord is going to do with the men of the Lord. He's going to kill a lot of men, all right, and he's going to make this whole money thing irrelevant. Okay, you're going to need the Lord in the days to come, man. 2025, I expect homelessness to creep up. You're going to see, and many of these people they said in this report were first-time homeless. You know, a lot of people that are homeless that are on the streets, they go homeless multiple times because it ain't just them going on bad times. There's something wrong with them. You know, that's why they go homeless, for a percentage of them. But a lot of these people, these are their first time going homeless, which means what? The economy's in trouble. These apartments are overpriced. These houses are not worth that much, and they're using worse material. These cars are not worth that much. It doesn't cost that much for this or that. You know, I talked to a mechanic a year or so ago. He straight up told me, man, a lot of these parts of these used cars, they're just destroying the parts. They call it obsolescence, which means they make something obsolete, which means it's not in use anymore. They're discontinuing it. Okay, and so now it's hard to find a EGR valve for a 2003, you know, something. Because they don't want you driving cars that old. They want you to go down the Elon Musk route, man. They want you to hail a taxi, a robo-taxi, all right? And your ass better be in good standing with whatever system they got set up, all right? That's what they want, okay? So be circumspect this year. You know, that's why Apostle Hart put out the edict, which I missed, but I heard other brothers mentioning it about not being all up in these clubs, man. Okay, you saw what happened in Queens. People are about to start going crazy, man. You know, you remember what Cardi B was bragging about, how she used to get niggas to their house and then she would drug them and then rob them. You know, so when we say be circumspect, we mean that 100%, man. Okay, including women. Women are not innocent. All right, a woman can get you set up more quickly than a man can. You know, and when things get hard, when people don't know what to do, all of these older women that are in your phone, they're gonna remember you. They're gonna go, hey, what's going on? How you been? You know, it's gonna get really bad out here. Okay, and all of you guys that have been lazy or been sitting on the sidelines thinking, oh, ain't nothing gonna happen. All right, I know you about to be shaking pretty soon, man, if not already. All right, all of you camp leaders that teach the wrong doctrine, I want to see what answers you have for your congregations when they're asking what's going on, what's happening. Okay, is this related to Revelation 13? And you know what I want you to do? I want you to say no. The Revelation 13 is talking about white women and it's talking about sin. Okay, when it's gonna come a point when they ask us in the line at the FEMA camp or the detention center or the line for some welfare benefits, and they're gonna be like, you got the, you know what? Then you're gonna have to have some answers, man. You know, because how is homelessness going up this much, man? What do you think is gonna happen when homelessness goes up that much? There's gonna be more crime, man. There's going to be more people pulling out the sword to accomplish their means. Like we was watching the movie Homestead, you know, and these people, they were in their house, you know, they thought it was just one nuke that went off from the West Coast, and they thought, oh, okay, it's bad, you know, it's going to be put some things out for an amount of time, but they thought that they could just sit in their house and wait it out. But what did they hear next door? You know, they heard their next door neighbor getting invaded by some randoms. You know, he was like, "What are you doing in my house? You can't be in here." And then pop, pop, and you hear the shots, man. And then he tried to get his family and get out and run. That's what's about to happen to a lot of people, all right? Especially a lot of women that were at ease, like pursuing Isaiah 32. Especially to those men that were settled on their lees, pursuing Zephaniah 1 and 12. All right. The Lord is about to visit every last one of you, man. And it ain't gonna be no amount of repentance, because the time of repentance is now. Okay. EJ could very well bring in that same persecution he did as Nero. All right, way back when. All right, and you know, leading up to 70 AD. You know, before that time, you know, he had us persecuted, man. All right, and eventually they did what in 70 AD? They ran on Jerusalem, man. Okay, they fully sacked the land and scattered us about there entirely. Okay, but how did it start with Nero? He was demonizing us in all of the parts of the Roman Empire, man. Everywhere you saw Christians, you know, you had people hating on us, man. You know, because of propaganda that he put out. And eventually he was justified and taking it. Okay. And what did the Lord say? Flee to the mountains when this thing go down. And all of you guys, all of you so-called tough guys, okay, that want to stick around, get carnal, all right? This is the worst time to get carnal, because you can't outdo the blessing the Lord gave Esau, okay? So get ready, man. You know, 2025 is going to be a hell of a year. Anyway, I'll end it there. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call hello Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Hashem Rachapadash Shalom. Kom Yasharal.